Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to present about responsiveness as a principle of good corporate governance. Before we start our presentation today, let me introduce my team members. The first one is NAJWA binti UMAR. Next, my name is HANIS MUNIRAH binti ZOHIR, SITI SYAKIRAH binti MOKHTAR, and ZAIFAH HANIM binti SHARIN. We will begin our presentation with introduction, relevant dalil, comparison of responsiveness, application of responsiveness, case analysis, and conclusion. Responsiveness is the system of rules, practice, and processes by which a company is directed and controlled, includes almost every aspect of management from action plans and internal controls to performance assessment and corporate transparency, serve as the framework for achieving the company's goal. Responsiveness is also responding positively to each other's needs, wants, and circumstances while accepting them in the process through which interaction partners work to advance one another's well-being. Responsive corporate governance is a corporation that is responsive to the needs of its people and customers. Most often, responsiveness yields the most effective and efficient results. Next is relevant dalil. Regarding responsiveness, Allah has mentioned in Surah Al-Imran, verse 114, they believe in Allah and the last day, enjoying what is good and forbid what is bad, and hasten to do various virtues. They are among the pious. And hasten to doing good deeds to get forgiveness from your Lord and get heaven, whose area is as wide as all the heavens and the earth, which is prepared for the pious. Based on the Quranic verse above, the word hasten, Allah has explained and commanded Muslims to be responsive in every command or prohibition.
Now, I would like to continue about comparison of responsiveness in Islamic and Western perspective. Responsiveness in Islamic perspective also opposed to profit and utility maximization. Every Muslim can just pursue profit without paying attention to the consequences of the decision made. The response need to concern with the social welfare of the stakeholder. The concept of shura need to be practiced to ensure that the response done have carefully discussed. And every organization need to analyze the impact of the response before making a decision. Responsiveness in Islamic corporate governance must be a holistic approach where the response must benefit those involved in the matter. The organization also cannot ignore the commandment and prohibition in Islam. Next is responsiveness in Western perspective. It is always focused on crises and controversies. The organization will respond to the crises and controversies immediately with efficient and effective way to settle down it. And then the organization will serve the stakeholder in a reasonable time frame to ensure that the stakeholder didn't face too much loss. In Western perspective, it is not highlight the spiritual element where the organization will follow the rules and regulation in force to ensure the response is done in a allowed way. And the organization will follow the prepared SOP such as product recall to easier the organization to respond to the crises and controversies happen. Islamic and Western responsiveness have a similarity where both are involved in react in reasonable time frame with efficient and effective way. And there is also a difference between these two about spiritual element in implementing in concept of responsiveness. Which in Islamic responsiveness, the spiritual element is very important because it can affect the result of the response. For example, the company that have a financial problem make a decision to doing a prohibited thing in Islam, such as riba to get more profit. So it will affect the result where the profit is haram. And for Western responsiveness, there is no spiritual element, and they only focus on ethics of the company management to decide to respond in good way or not. Next is application of responsiveness in corporate governance. The first one is respond quickly to the crisis. The organization must know and understand the guidelines and policies that must be followed if the crisis happen. And the organization need to have a SOP that can be followed if the crisis happen to help them to respond quickly. And if any crisis happen, the organization must make a statement as soon as possible and voluntary to take action. such as product recall. The second one is respond effectively and efficiently to people need. The organization must know the culture, religions, and the needs of people before they respond to the crisis that happen. The organization must have knowledge about the citizen to make sure their response was complied with the people needs. The next one is respond by doing a communication channel. It is help the organization to communicate with the customer to settle down the crisis and inform the progress of the crisis to the customer. It also can be a platform for the organization to repair the company image after the crisis happened.
Next, I will explain to you the chronology of the case. This controversy started when the result of lab tests was spread, which showed that 2 Cadbury Dairy Milk products contain porcine DNA. Overall, this issue has involved Cadbury Malaysia, Malaysian Ministry of Health MOH, Department of Chemistry, and Department of Islamic Development Malaysia JAKIM. Okay, so the flowchart of the controversy, first on 23 May 2014, viral on social media where confidential report of porcine DNA found in 2 batch of Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate. And on 24 May 2014, press release issued by MOH confirming that the report finding, and JAKIM suspended the halal certification and they took the sample for further investigation, while Cadbury issued a statement on Facebook. And on 25 May 2014, a joint meeting was held by JAKIM, MOH, and Department of Standard and also Department of Chemistry. Cadbury Malaysia then proactively they recalled the affected product batch. On 26 May 2014, MOH issued a statement and handed to JAKIM, and several NGOs jointly they sued the Cadbury for RM100 million as a compensation. Next, on 28 May 2014, JAKIM have confirmed that Cadbury Malaysia follow halal production procedures while waiting for the result from Department of Chemistry to confirm porcine DNA in Cadbury product. On 30 May 2014, Cadbury Malaysia issued first press statement in dual language to assure the public about the halal assurance in the chocolate products. On 2nd June 2014, JAKIM confirmed Cadbury product does not contain porcine DNA based on the analysis by the chemistry department. On 3rd June 2014, Cadbury Malaysia issued a second statement in dual language regarding the halalness of their product sold in Malaysia. On 6 June 2014, Cadbury Malaysia took down their existing official website and they replaced with a press release. On 9 June 2014, Cadbury Malaysia received back the suspended halal certification on its 2 products. On 18 July 2014, a dual language video was released to show consumers how they assure the halal status of their product. And lastly, on 23 July 2014, Cadbury Malaysia invited religious leaders and scholars to visit Cadbury factory in Shah Alam. Okay. Within the span of 18 days between 23 May 2014 and 9 June 2014, Malaysian Ministry of Health had issued 4 press statements, and Department of Islamic Development Malaysia JAKIM had issued 3 press release statements, as well as appearing in various television channels to explain the controversy to the public. As a result of the controversy, the halal certification of 2 Cadbury chocolate was suspended for 17 days.
Next, the effect to the stakeholders. The problem has harmed Cadbury's Malaysia image and reputation, which at that time was ranked among the 10 candies in Malaysia, having the highest number of supporters on the social networking site. Due to material that has been intensively disseminated on Facebook, the organisation not only suffered in a significant financial loss, but also had to deal with many demands, threats and allegations from non-government organisation NGOs. Regarding to this issue, it has brought several effects to the stakeholders who are closely related to the company. Okay, during the chaos, a lot of Malay Muslim non-governmental organisation bodies, NGOs, held a press conference that significantly increased the issue's public visibility and attracted attention on a global scale. Muslim customers and retailer groups demanded a boycott of the product. During the press, the NGO leaders demanded a countrywide boycott of Cadbury, alleging that the firm was trying to weaken Muslims in Malaysia. Muslim buyers in Malaysia expressed their emotions of humiliation and disrespect. Not only that, another NGO leader demanded that the Cadbury manufacturing plant in Malaysia be closed immediately. Also, in addition, the NGOs also filed a collective lawsuit to Cadbury, seeking 100 million ringgit Malaysia for the reason that Malaysian Muslims felt betrayed regarding to this issue. Mondelez International, the business in charge of marketing Cadbury in Malaysia, saw its brand suffer along the customer confidence in its finished product. Initial press source claimed that after disclosing the contamination in its product, the corporation lost around 37 million USD in worldwide sale. The company's global market sale unexpectedly decreased and it lost over 37 million USD after 10 days of disarray. In order to recover the trust of the public, clients and authorities, the company must also raise social costs and develop a PR campaign. Due to this incident as well, JAKIM has withdrawn the halal certificate of the two Cadbury products, and not just that, customers also urge JAKIM to revoke the halal certification for each and every one of Cadbury's goods, Cadbury's product. As a result, it makes it difficult for the company to regain trust from Muslim consumers to buy their product. In response, the company voluntarily removed their goods off shelves throughout Malaysia's market. But the recall didn't make consumers satisfied. Cadbury was still the focus of widespread consumers boycott, which were mostly organized by influential Muslim NGOs.
Okay, for the recommendation of the appropriate solution, one of the things that may be done to prevent or minimize the impact on relevant stakeholders is the company's level of promptness in resolving a situation regarding the halal status of any of its products. Okay, by connecting the responsiveness principle to a notion of good corporate governance, a good company is required to offer the best and clearest reaction when deciding to recall a product. In order to prepare or find a solution for the issue encountered, the company must also constantly listen to and be aware of any news or information pertaining to the company or the product produced. Companies must pay attention to stakeholder conversation. This is because a company's ability to operate effectively depends on its stakeholder. Sometimes responsiveness does not mean immediately. It means having a system so that a company can respond to customer inquiries within a reasonable time frame. Thus, the responsiveness works both ways. The company listens to stakeholders' feedback, and stakeholders respect the company's work and solution in order to achieve the best solution for both parties.
Also, public relations professionals need to quickly grasp or develop meaning in order to deal with a situation like this because of how quickly information circulated over social media. For instance, Cadbury's halal conflict, which exploded when news spread over social media, was a first for Cadbury Malaysia. The tragedy has caused the sense-making of public relations professionals to disintegrate. Therefore, it is crucial to research how the sense-making process works when organizational public relations practitioners are faced with challenging judgment that must be made quickly and accurately.
As a conclusion, the responsiveness concept is crucial if any concern or problems develop during the functioning of the company's corporate governance. The Cadbury issues that has been discussed above clearly shows that responsive company management can have a good impact on consumers, even though there are some disadvantages from the buyer's perspective, and also will be able to help companies solve problems well and can restore consumers' trust in the chocolate. That's all from us. Thank you.